You know that moment when your whole world flips in 3 seconds. I was standing in my kitchen pouring coffee, half asleep, her phone lit up on the counter, one notification, a name I knew, her work lead. The preview was right there, no need to unlock. Hope your clueless husband does not get suspicious. See you tonight. I read it twice, then a third time, then I set my thermos down very carefully because suddenly I did not trust my hands. Hello, I am Mark Callahan, CPA in Relic, 17 years of finding what people hide in the numbers. My wife had been hiding something for months and I had not seen it. Not rage yet, not grief. First came the question, how long had I been the clueless husband? And then, what was I going to do about it? Before that, hit subscribe and drop a comment. Tell me about a time you saw something you could not unsee. Like the video so more people find stories like this. Now, let's begin. Laura and I met at 29, married at 20 years. She climbed the corporate ladder, became a director at a consulting firm. Somewhere along the way, she met James. I missed the signs, later hours, weekend calls, gym nights. I assumed work, not betrayal. I was great at finding hidden numbers, but terrible at reading my own life. The text Clueless Husband was not a one off, it meant they had already laughed about me. I was a joke in their private conversations. I could have exploded, confronted her immediately, but I am an accountant. I know the power of documentation. I have been seen people lose everything by talking too soon and letting the other side rewrite the story. So I decided gather first, act later. I did three things quietly: talk to a divorce lawyer just to understand my rights, hired a private investigator. Within a week, he had photos, dates, hotel receipts. The affair had been going on since 7 months. Then the third one checked our finances. The third one hurt the most. Laura had a personal saving account I knew about, but over 8 months she had been moving $800, then $1,200 at a time to a secret account I would never see. So total over $19,000. Not for something fun, a runaway, a cushion for leaving me. She'd been planning her exit while sitting across from me every night. That changed everything. This was not a mistake, it was a slow, calculated decision. I still did not confront her, instead, I planned. I secured the evidence. I worked with my financial advisor to ring fence my premarital assets and business quietly. Nothing joint, just clearly mine. And I waited. She mentioned a work event on a Friday. I knew James had booked a hotel at that night. I did not follow her. That was not my moment. My moment came the next Sunday, the next Saturday morning. At 6 a.m., I called a discreet moving company. I had already moved my personal things to storage. Now I had them move hers carefully, not vengefully, into the guest bedroom. By 9:45, our master bedroom was a guest room. On the bed, I left one folder. Inside, the investigator's photos, the secret account printout, a lawyer's letter saying divorce was filed that morning, and a handwritten note were written, I found the text in October. I spent 3 months understanding before I said anything. I respected you enough not to do this in anger. Mark. She came downstairs at 10:17. I heard her footsteps stop. Then a long silence, then a sound like air leaving a room. She appeared in the kitchen doorway. Her face had collapsed, not just tears, but the shock of a person whose secret plan had been intercepted and answered before she could deliver it. She sank to the floor, cried like it was physical pain. Mark. I closed my laptop. I know. She asked how long. I said October. The look when she realized I would know for 3 months and said nothing, I will never forget it. The divorce took 8 months. She did not fight it. The evidence was too clear. We split the house. My business stayed mine. She kept her secret savings, but we both knew what it meant. James and her did not last. Affairs born in hotel rooms don't survive daylight. And that word clueless kept haunting me. She was not wrong. I was clueless about the affair. But I was not clueless about how to respond. I applied the same discipline I use at work. Find the full picture, then move precisely without anger, without giving them ammunition. 3 months of patience, one Saturday morning, and everything was already done. I was not a perfect husband. Why I worked too much. I was not always present, but she never gave me a chance to fix it. She just built an escape file lying to my face. So here is what I learned. When you suspect something wrong, understand it fully before you react. Not for them, for you. Shock makes you weak, documentation makes you free. I am 44, I lost a marriage, but I kept my self-respect. The most important audit I ever did was not for a client, it was for myself. The account is now balanced. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, comment your story. See you next time.